She gets married once a week, and each time she gets a lot of gold jewelry. This time, she packed a few dozen pounds of gold into a box and prepared to run away. But the groom woke up at that moment and wanted to be in the same room with a woman. In order not to arouse the man's suspicion, Ella could only hide in the bathroom and lie about taking a shower. But in order to dispel the man's suspicion, she said she was having her period. But the man wanted to have sex with her by force. In a hurry, Ella put her hand on the doorknob and was ready to run away. The man was knocked out on the floor. Ella finally got away from him, but the gold was still in the room. So she went to the front desk of the hotel to ask for a spare key. But when she entered the lift, she saw a handsome face. The man invited her into the lift. At that moment, Ella didn't know that she was in the presence of a super rich man. Soon the two would meet again. As the lift reached the ground floor, Ella suddenly heard her mother-in-law's voice. Afraid of being recognized, she jumped into Mark's arms and asked him to hold her. Mark didn't refuse. Outside the door, her mother-in-law went to another lift. She didn't even thank Mark, but scolded him for taking advantage of her. She didn't realize she'd pissed off the wrong person. When she asked for her room key, the receptionist refused to give it to her for various reasons. But Ella didn't know that Mark had just told the hotel manager not to give her any help. Without the key, she couldn't get into the room. Ella didn't want to lose so much gold. What she didn't realize was that her mother-in-law was coming towards her. Ella jumped into the water. Luckily, they had only come for something they had forgotten and left immediately. Unbeknownst to her, Ella stayed in the pool. By chance, Mark came to the pool to take a break. He accidentally turned his head and saw someone drowning in the pool. Without saying a word, Mark dove into the pool. When Mark rescued her, he realized it was the woman from the lift. Mark didn't bother her and took her back to his room. After talking to her, Ella learned that Mark owned the whole hotel. She apologized to Mark, and Mark immediately called the hotel to open the door for Ella. In the end, Ella was able to leave the hotel with a few dozen pounds of suitcases.